Hello everybody, welcome to another bootleg bonanza. I have this gigantic pair of boxes arrived the other day. I think they are absolutely massive. I will bring in TE01 to give you an idea. Big boxes. Initially got very confused thinking I'd ordered two of the same product, but no I haven't. This is Megatron, a new version of the 2007 Megatron, again kind of based on his MPM counterpart, but he's separated into two parts. We've got Megatron as he is kind of screen accurate, and then we've got a different torso piece we can pop off, which again resembles much more like the MPM release. So it's kind of split across those two different fandoms, ones that like that kind of really good looking posable statues, and some that don't mind a slight hit on that screen accuracy in terms of it being able to transform. As mentioned, everything kind of comes packaged in these clamshells. Let's take a look what's inside. And here we have him out of his plastic prison. Now, first impressions, he's a lot lighter and a lot thinner than some of the other versions that we've had of Megatron, but at the same time, look at how sleek and slender he looks with that kind of modified torso. The paint applications and colours are really nice on this guy. Now, I don't have the WEI version of the oversized Megatron anymore. I do still have the Black Mamba version, but this is very reminiscent of that kind of WEI release, those same kind of colours, and it's a very similar scale as well. This isn't the biggest Megatron on the market, but it definitely looks the closest, in my opinion, to his CGI counterpart. I will do a scale comparison of him alongside the other kind of oversized figures to show you how he squares up, but personally I think this one's probably about a head too short to be perfectly in scale, but I'll let you all be the judge of that. But I mean, he does look sensational, doesn't he? Maybe it's the weight, maybe it's because he's a little bit lighter, but then again, this is with the normal non-transforming torso on. The transforming torso does have a lot more involved. This is just a very kind of hollow looking build. I mean, that really is a sensational sculpt though, isn't it? Yes, that's partly due to Takara and Hasbro for their amazing work with the original, but those colours just pop. Shine the light on there so you can see exactly what we're dealing with. That is a gorgeous sculpt. I love what they've done. Just look at those colours. Sublime. Now in the main box we have Megatron, and he comes with his cannon. Obviously you can do exactly what you would do with the other Megatrons. You'd pop these hands off and bring those down and add those to the cannon. So, I mean, he doesn't bring necessarily any new features to the market other than this really nice screen accurate switchable torso. And box 2 brings in the transformable version of that torso piece. This is where all the heft is. You can see this is just a mushroom peg that slides away from the legs, and then you switch out the head, put the hands in, and switch out that chest plate piece, and that gives you a fully transformable version, much the same as what we got with the kind of WEI and Black Mamba versions. We get the whip accessory in box 2 as well, and we also get flight stands as well. So if you choose to, you can either have him mounted in his aircraft form, or you can kind of switch them out. I suppose we could even put Megatron's head, etc., on the torso, and then we can bring this in and have it on a stand like they're trying to work and kind of experiment on it. We could have some maybe cables draped down as well. Again, that's actually a fairly nice kind of display option if you want to have him kind of split into two, although that's more of a kind of a jazz trait Now, to give you an idea of scale, firstly let's put in with some of the oversized Decepticons. To be honest with you, looking like Blackout's actually a bit small to be in with these guys now. Maybe, I don't know, maybe he is a little bit too smaller Megatron to go with these oversized figures. I'm not sure. I mean, if I just take Blackout out and bring in the Black Mamba Megatron, I'll show you what I mean. Albeit he's got broken horns at the front. I mean, he is massive in comparison. It's a tough one. I mean, Megatron doesn't look out of place next to the likes of Starscream, etc. That's a good looking piece, but I think the AOA mech version, or Black Mamba, does scale slightly better. What do you think? I mean, keeping both the Megatrons in shot, this is my Optimus Prime that I use as my oversized masterpiece. That's the 301. So, I mean, Prime was meant to be, what, 28 feet, I think? And Megatron was meant to be 33. So, in fact, I mean, if I use this Prime, maybe the new Megatron does scale better. I mean, let's bring in the rest of the Autobots. I mean, that doesn't look too bad, does it? We've got the new Ratchet coming, the oversized Ratchet, so it needs to be about another head taller, in my opinion, to scale with the oversized figures. But that definitely doesn't look terrible. Let's just bring in the Black Mamba Prime as well, to give you an idea. I mean, I don't know, I mean, that still looks good, just because of his kind of bulk and heft. I mean, Black Mamba Prime is the biggest of the oversized kind of decent primes. Wei Zhang's is pretty much kind of on par height wise with the 301 that we had before, so that would give you an idea there. But I guess this could work. And for those of you that just have kind of the MPM scaled figures, I don't think that's going to work. I think he's probably too big for those. I think he's definitely more designed for those oversized collections. And last but by no means least, here he is with Shia LaBeouf. Something I was a little bit disappointed with, considering we've got this whole kind of new torso piece, they should have put an ab crunch in with the new torso. They've not. It's just a lock-in kind of segment. I think if they'd have put an ab crunch in there, given us something kind of more to look forward to with this torso. Head can look up, down, left and right. We can go to side. We've got that movable jaw that we had with the original, and we have the motion piece on the front to cover up the face for the transformation. Arms, friction, followed by ratchets. There is a bicep rotation, as well as a ratchet on there. Rotation on the claws. They can pinch, and there's a hinge on 2 of the claws. Waist does rotate. Legs forwards, backwards, out to the side. Hip skirts that move so they don't get in the way. There's no upper thigh rotation. There is, however, an upper knee rotation. And then we've got bend on the knee, up and down on the feet, and pivot left and right. I mean, it's nice how smooth and clean that backpack piece is. But as much and as gorgeous as he looks, what does this torso really offer us? I mean, he's going to be facing this way anyway. I mean, playability, yeah, it's fun, and you can get some decent poses with him because it's so clean at the back. But really wish they'd put like an ab crunch in there to kind of make it just that little bit more worthwhile. Now, to get Megatron transformed up, you want to come around, pop these hands off, and pop the hands off. The head is on this small hinge piece. That again is going to pop off. You're going to aim for this piece here so that the bracket itself comes off like so. And the chest panel here with the Allspark pulls off from the front. Something that I do find somewhat humorous. You have to actually still unscrew the bottom of these legs to slide this torso piece out. So you have to do 1, 2 and 3, which allows us to slide this piece off. Keep everything else here in the way. Move the torso. Bring in the replacement torso. And then reapply crotch screws. And let's start rebuilding him. Push these in, push that in, there we go. Chest piece, using that hinge there. There we go, that's on. This can then come up, and this can push in, and then bring the head back in. Like so. And pop that down. Like this, like this. And then this piece that we took off, we can just reapply. We only literally took that off so we can gain access to those screws. And there we have one big bad Megatron with his backpack. So again, nothing that we haven't already seen, but I guess it's nice that we do have that torso option. And of course this does still transform. Now we're not going to talk you through the transformation because it is exactly the same as the other options. So I'll get him transformed up, see how he looks in his vehicle mode, and we'll see how he looks on those flight stands. And here we have him fully transformed up into his vehicle mode. Yeah, it's alright, isn't it? It's not terrible, fairly decent size, looks nice and shiny. I mean, to give you an idea of scale, here he is with a couple of the MPM scaled vehicles. Here he is with Black Mamba Prime and Ratchet as well. That's something I found quite funny about this setup. To use the flight stand, you have to remove the legs. You're meant to use kind of like the upper torso section. But for that to really work, you still need the hands attached, the head attached, and the chest. So you would literally just be not putting the legs on. So you just have kind of a Megatron stood out over on its own with some legs, with no head, no hands, no chest. You thought they'd have made the display stand kind of work for his flight mode. I mean, yeah, I guess it would be nice to have kind of a minimal version of the jet. It's basically exactly the same as this, albeit it doesn't have any of the back kibble, but at the same time it then doesn't actually have these bits here to peg into here, because you don't have the legs attached. Instead you just have a very kind of empty back piece, and then the display stand would come in and it would slide down on the inside there. There you go, that is Megatron in his jet mode. Nothing that we haven't already seen before. You have to forgive me, I did have the horn up in his bot mode. He is designed for just the jet mode, but lovely levels of detailing there. Everything pegs together really nicely. All in all, really solid piece. Few design choices. I'm not really sure why they went why they went that kind of route. Really, with this extra upper torso piece, you thought they would have put in an abdominal crunch. I just really think it could have done with one being in there. Instead of kind of un-engineering kind of a lot of this section here. I don't know. It's an almost, I think. They've always made something that's absolutely awesome. But falls short just at that last hurdle. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. I'll do a kind of Megatron playlist up here where you can check out all other versions of similar molds. And until next time, for myself and the rest of the Collectibles household, thank you all very much for watching. Goodbye.